We're here in the Romanian Cultrual on One World Day, and they've got a great display of some of their textiles here now. No, what do you have here?
Yes, we have a little bit of the history. This is actually the brief history of Cultrual Romanian. So as you see, these are all pictures taken a long time ago with the Romanian community here in United States. We have this society that is Carpatina, formed in 1902, and it's actually the first Romanian society in the United States. Based on my knowledge, I think Cleveland is the second largest community in the United States. The first one I think is in Chicago. And we're trying to represent our community to the best we can, as we know the time goes by and we don't represent ourselves too well when it comes down to tradition and quality things. Going forward, we have some traditional culture made by our grandmothers and mothers that put a lot of effort and time. Down the road, we're probably trying to have replicate this in multiple units. So if someone wants to buy or someone wants to be more familiar with our community, we just get involved into. Here is after the World War II, Romanian immigration actually became a larger thing. So as you see, they moved to the United States after the Second War, and they were traveling from Romania through gateways in Europe and then coming here to the US. And this is actually the recent community development. And as you see, many churches and people move out of Little Romania to suburbs, right? And as you see, we talk about the Cleveland Romanian Baptist Church, the Catholic Church, and St. Helena Romanian Catholic Church. Then, of course, post-1989, we have the Cultural Life, where we see great pictures. Actually, these pictures are color as we progress the technology. So this actually brings a little bit more vibrant atmosphere and captures snapshots of our quality time and life after 1989. So in this case, you see we talk about this Romanian civil society, and we talk about a new cultural heritage that pretty much emerges from the back history and the traditions that we have. So these are actually many photographs here. As you see, this is actually in Semeri, Romanian.
I was there last week for the festival. That's great.
Right in front of it. This is actually the dancing group that you see on the Dharma there. Yes.
So let me just stop you. So there's about 8 or so big sections of Romania, or 7, 8, something like that. Moldova, Pennsylvania. So does each region have different clothing?
Yes, they do. Absolutely. So if you see, there's a map. You see the map behind there.
Right.
Each region has its own culture, and that's because if you see, we look at Transylvania. Transylvania is right. If you move right in the middle there, you see Transylvania right in the center there.
Yeah.
Transylvania has influences from Hungarian and German people, so all these influences actually were translated into the community and basically made all this impact on how the community is actually representing itself. And of course, Moldova, the right side.
Right.
There are two Moldovas. If you see one, it's actually kind of grayed out. You don't see is that section that belongs to Russian part, and then our part. It's actually the one that has a lot of cultural history there. So the Moldova section, it's actually deep into our ancestors. And main regions in Romania were Transylvania, Moldova, and Muntenia. Muntenia. Those then, of course, the Banat, and then the other two that you see there, those are actually, and Dobruja. Dobruja is actually very important because that's the Black Sea right there. But each one has influences from the other regions. So if we talk about Dobruja, we talk about important ancestors that they come from south. We call them Macedonia. And it's the influence between Serbia, Bulgaria, and a specific cultural mode that only Dobruja has, which is just built in there. So each section has a very stable core that comes from the origins and from the ancestors. And those regions are actually what we represent. Also, if you look between Muntenia and Transylvania, right at the edge, it's where you're going to find the Dracula Castle or Bran Castle.
Okay.
And right there is the one that a lot of people talk about, and I actually showed pictures today on my phone about the castle, which is actually very nice.
All right, let me catch some of
So
these dancers.
if we look here, this is the Bran Castle.
Okay.
And there are a lot of nice pictures here, like this.
And is Bucharest in the center?
Bucharest, it's in Muntenia, right in the center of
Okay.
Muntenia, yes. So
Okay.
Bucharest is the capital. It's been the capital all the time, and Bucharest has probably about 2 million people living now, and the influences are from south.
Okay.
It's an important cultural center. A lot of students are studying in Bucharest. They have a lot of universities and schools, and the promotion. We called in the past Bucharest the little Paris because
Okay.
it's French influence, and it's been kind of living the same style as Paris has. And it's a lot of French community speaking French in Bucharest. So this is pretty much kind of
And where would this dance
a
be?
good glass. This is actually a.
Let's see what we got here.
It's a dance from Pennsylvania, and it's done only by the girls. And we want to represent ourselves next year. So this is called Hora. This actually moves what you see in that last slide
Yeah.
where the cultural chords are, but this is because it's for the same region. Segments from Umbertina. That's right. Hora and Umbertina.